Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays and I'm in the Großer Kurfürst at tier 10 German battleship. I'm on the map Trap in a 3-point domination game. Now it's a pure tier 10 battle, there is a carrier and there are 2 destroyers. And there are a lot of high explosive shells coming my way already. So I'm divisioned with other battleships. We've spawned here in the center. And because there weren't that many ships in the north, we've decided to back up the north. So we have actually a pretty decent split here. Team-wise, we don't have any radar or tools here to actually spot the enemy Shimakaze. But the Shimakaze was briefly visible. So at least we have a general idea where the Shimakaze is. And look at that spam. Now the enemy team has a Smolensk, a Colbert and a Worcester. So the Smolensk seems to be down here. And the Colbert has been spotted up here, so we know that... Well, I mean, there seem to be 2 high explosive spammers, to be honest. So, how do we play this? And now here comes a very important part. The Haaland just sunk the Shimakaze. Haaland's definitely the MVP here on this side right now. And this is so crucial. Not just does it stop any torps from coming. I mean, I haven't used Hydro so far because it was behind this island anyway. But this means, for now, there will be no further torps incoming. But it also means the enemy just lost the spotter here, right? We have the enemy Kurfürst and, well, 2 cruisers it looks like, the Worcester and the Colbert behind this island. None of those can see us. Now, of course, there is an enemy carrier. And if the enemy carrier arrives, then... yeah, that might be a bit of a problem. Now there is the Yamato here, but the Yamato is too far. Like, even with my 15.9 concealment, he can't see me. And I could shoot this Yamato right now. But for now I'm not doing it because I don't have the best angle. And the thing is, I decided I want to push. Now I want to push on the other side of this island. And yeah, you see what happens to Viper here because Viper is visible. And you see, the thing is, a Colbert and a Worcester, they can burn you down so quickly. Now, I'm trying to take a shot here because, well, it's a potential broadside Colbert, and obviously I only get overpens. I felt this was worth the risk. And now, of course, I'm a little bit too broadside-ish to this Yamato, and now you can see what happens if a Yamato sees you. I'm already in concealment again, by the way. But the main reason why I can't even push here is because I'm unspotted, because those 2 cruisers, they can't farm me, and mostly, well, I don't think they tanked me. But mostly the Yamato shouldn't be able to see me for this push. So because I'm spotted, I'm already trying to angle a bit more. Well, it's a plane now spotting me, I guess the planes that are attacking my division mate back there. If I'm already spotted, I might even, like, shoot this Yamato. Kurfürst also is poking, so that's something to keep in mind. Yamato's guns aren't pointing my way, and I can't get even away with those shots because the island is now blocking vision. Now, my concealment is so bad that once I clear this island, the Yamato will keep me spotted anyway, so now I can just keep shooting. But the important part is I'm now so close to this island that the cruisers can't spam me anymore. And this is basically exactly what I wanted. Now the enemy Kurfürst is poking around. And I mean, ideally we can farm this Kurfürst. And afterwards I can go around and farm those cruisers. Now I have to angle a little bit against this Yamato. So I can't go just nose in towards that Kurfürst because, well, I would be showing too much side towards the Yamato. So I'm trying to stay angled against both, possibly. And the Kurfürst, it seems like he's retreating, so maybe we can get a shot into the Yamato again. Because why not? This Yamato is getting low. And now I'm going Hydro, because it allows us to spot those cruisers, see what they're doing. I don't think anyone will have shots. Well, actually we have a Smolensk. Maybe Smolensk can lob some shells there. And the enemy Kurfürst is coming around now. Unfortunately, my rear turrets are pointing the wrong way. So, Would have possibly handled my rear turrets better there and already turned them this. I mean, I was shooting the Yamato earlier, which caused the turrets to wanna go the other way. I think I could manage my rear turrets a little bit better. Now there are friendly troops incoming, so I had to slow down. And now I'm unfortunately to broadside to this Kurfürst. I was hoping he'd be like sunk by now, but unfortunately that didn't happen. And I lost all of my momentum because I had to slow down to let the friendly troops pass. Yeah, that was a big hit. Well, the enemy carrier is also getting in on this. But okay, we should be getting this Kurfürst because before he can reload, and that's a close quarters expert. So yeah, the enemy carrier comes in for more troops. Now unfortunately I have already damaged con, so please no flooding. Thanks. So I damaged con because I had a flooding and a fire earlier. Might have been a bit premature. If I hadn't gotten another flooding, that would have been bad. But then again, I'm also not the healthiest ship anymore, so... well, anyway, so the Kurfürst has been dealt with. Now there are 2 cruisers. A lot of this will, I guess, depend on my own ship. Those cruisers are very close, so technically I should be able to citadel them quite a bit. You know, the reality of the situation, of course, is that... RNG has a say in this. I mean, I don't really need much, well, many citadels against the booster. Booster isn't very healthy, shouts out, and, well, depends, I'll take it. That's a booster dealt with. And now comes the Colbert. Now, a Colbert is a very dangerous ship in the sense that it has pretty insane fire starting chance. With the volume of shells it can put out, and it can like burn you down. But in an engagement like this, I mean, he's going armor piercing, so his armor piercing DPM is also not... Well, it would have been pretty scary here. If he wouldn't have been like full broadside on it. Then again, I don't think a Colbert can angle against the Kurfürst's guns. So I could have just gone through his nose. Although, I mean, I might not have hit. But be that as it may. So this was a rather successful push, and now we've completely dominated the north, and well, the enemy controls A, but they are kind of running out of ships. So there are some planes here, yeah, they're not coming for me. I'm not the healthiest ship anymore, but I don't think I will need that much health for the remainder of this game, because the end, well, I mean... This is Smolensk. I'll certainly take a shot at that. So yeah.
Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen.
The enemy team still has a gearing left, and I presume the gearing is contesting B, like B is currently contested. And other than the gearing, it can't really be anything else, so yeah. Now, there was this ping, which means I suppose somebody's RPF is pointing this way, so the gearing is probably sitting there on this side. And exactly, the gearing is, the Salem is now radaring, and the gearing will be running this way. So, I'm already slowing down here, because I want to get some shots in. Don't have Hydro ready quite just yet, so I have to be careful. The gearing is probably sending troops this way, so I'll probably continue here towards my left. And well, got a hit there, got some secondary still out. It also looks like the gearing is burning. And my secondary talent activated, so... Well, I got my rear guns away and... Ah, that was lucky. Okay, well that actually brings me up to 4 kills, so that there is still a potential crack in this. But, well, not too many enemy well, 3 battleships remaining. So I'm popping my Hydro here. Simply because, like, there is nothing in this game anymore with torpedoes, but the gearing might have sent some... somewhere that I could detect. I mean, for all I know, the gearing like talked into like the center here before it went down. Okay, so, well, I'm not going to shoot this Montana. This Montana is already down. The Conqueror is already down. Well, I guess it leaves the Thunderer and the enemy carrier. And hello, Thunderer. It's somewhat broadside. I mean, at this point, the only question that remains is will I get my Kraken or when will I survive? I mean, Thunderer could just get some good high explosive shells in me, and obviously the carrier could do unspeakable things to my ship. But, you know, you can also see the carrier, and the carrier is sort of broadside. So, you know, maybe, you can do something here. Now, well, 13k, I mean, no citadels or so, but 4 pens, that's actually pretty decent. So I'm obviously turning this way. I need to not let this carrier escape. The Thunderer is basically down. There's no point in shooting it anymore, because it probably already shells on the way. And let's just see what I can do with that. On one hand, I want to run after the Haku, but my rear angle turrets are so bad, so let's just try to get those off. Meanwhile, well, there are the usual pleasantries in chat, I suppose. Okay, come on, shells. Give me that Kraken. Give me that Kraken. This is getting close, and nope, not this day. Well, that brings us to the results, and this was a bit of a quick one, but I still found it was a fun battle, and it was an interesting one. So basically, there was an opportunity to push, like, the enemy Shima getting destroyed basically opened up the chance for me to push, so I grasped it, and great things happened. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next time.